Good morning.
Good morning. This is the 30th of July, and this is Meditation Reflections.
On a Thursday.
Yeah. Bit cloudy, but not too bad out today.
Yes. We don't have any rain for today, so lots of little outside jobs planned. Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Nothing like a selection of jobs to choose from.
In this morning's meditation, for myself, I'm preparing to do not just healing on myself. I've done a lot of self-shadow work and healed a lot from my own past and even past lives. And now it's time for me to start doing some ancestral healing in my family line. And what I got this morning is when you're doing timeline work, there are multiple levels, and what I see is a line above my head, and that is my own personal historic line, and it goes forward and back. And then above that you have what you would call more of a cosmic line that goes
Forward and back.
Forward and back, obviously. But that connects you to your pre-Earth incarnations, which that's a whole other topic we could get into maybe later. But anyway, what I did is I went up into a broader timeline. It was more of a family timeline. And up on the left, which is usually the female side, I saw something up in the future, and it was just a bright spot, and you go to the bright spot to see what it is. And I was expecting maybe a guide or something like that, or a person, but what I saw there was a plant. And because plants are very beneficial for exploring consciousness, you know, whether it be ayahuasca, mushrooms, peyote, whatever it is. Anyway, I couldn't recognize the plant. I don't know what it was. It looked similar to a small succulent, which is the cactus family. But anyway, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I just kind of went into the plant to become the plant. And what I was drawn to do was start healing my male ancestral side, which is interesting because in the initial part of it, it was on the left, which is female, but everything crosses over the way we're wired, you know, like
left and right hemisphere stuff.
Exactly. So anyway, I did the preliminary work on healing the male ancestral side. So that's, yeah, and I know I got a lot more work to do there. So it was an interesting start. So that's it for me.
I got something paralleling. It was just talking, it was general for everybody, that all things have to start with very, very small steps for you to make much progress. And they gave me the first grader learning to make letters. And if you notice, the lines on the paper are maybe 4 centimeters or millimeters wide. They're big, and they're really pleased if you can get a letter kind of in that shape in roughly, and then later you get pieces of lines of paper that is down that small. And it's the difference in coordination between somebody who's 6 and, say, somebody who's 8 years old, or maybe when you first get taught cursive writing, which again is another structure of writing. But it's small stages are the only way large changes can be accomplished. And we've done lots of those in the course of our lifetime, and we're just being reminded, be a little gentle with yourself and be kind to others, because we're all going through small stages of learning of very, very profound information. Yeah. And I thought that was an interesting parallel to what you were working on.
Yeah, it's just small steps and do it a little at a time.
Part of that is to get it consistent and good and completely in place. None of us have too much trouble making our letters now as adults, so it all worked. And
then later on, if you're lucky, you'll learn cursive.
True.
And that's not cursing, that's cursive.
Join together writing is how it was explained to me in third grade. So it's an interesting thing. So be kind to yourself. Lots of little learnings going on. Little stages are a good way to do things because it locks it in more solidly and clears it completely. So that's part of the reason. Let's all be kind and gentle. After all, we're coming through big changes.
Yeah. It looks like the world's going to hell in a handbasket, but really it isn't.
It's going to someplace really good.
It's to get to the calm and tranquility. You got to go through some chaos, and right now we're in the chaos.
Yeah,
but things will get better, much better.
Being at peace in yourself and looking for those moments of joy are the best way for you to step back and observe it as a kind of show. And we're here to make the changes when it comes available for us to make the positive changes that we know the world needs.
Yeah, and find your own method for how to meditate, how to do self-healing, how to do your own ancestral healing. So.
Different methods and techniques are available.
Oh yeah, there's so many.
Which works for you is what you should choose.
Exactly.
Yeah. So. All right, have a wonderful day, and we will see you tomorrow.
Blessings.
Blessings upon you.